How's it going, everybody? Today we're checking out Ne Obliviscaris, Misericorde I, As the Flesh Falls. First off, what a badass name for a track. I mean, it just sounds so dope. Plus it's a part 1 of 2, so we're gonna have a second part of this track coming out once the album releases, which I believe at the time of this recording is gonna be coming out in 2 days. Comes out March 24th, so definitely excited to hear that. Yeah, one of the interesting things, like right off the bat, that I noticed is this title, Misericorde, because I played Elden Ring, and that's actually the name of one of the blades. So I wonder if that is also used like in real life too, Misericorde, if that's like the dagger. I want to say there's other meanings to Misericorde other than that, but I could be wrong. But I guess we'll find out once we listen to the track. They might even mention a little bit. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting right off the Zen, alright. Like that bass. Serenade me, Tim. Chill down a little. Kind of liking more of these just like open chords and stuff. Maybe not open chords, but there we go, there's the violin. Oh, that lead. Ooh. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's thick. Ooh. A little bit of acoustic. That's so fun. Feeling it building. There's some angst in there, yeah. I love those weird resolutions. I'm telling you, man, those drums. Dude has to have at least like 6 arms. Easy. Just so, Ne Obliviscaris, Misericorde I, as the flesh falls. Yeah, that's an absolute treat, man. I mean, I really enjoy listening to Ne Obliviscaris. There's so many little things I can nerd out about as, you know, like a music nerd. I'm like, oh my gosh, hear the violin, hear the drums, all this stuff. It's one of those bands where I can really just go out of my way and talk about all these things, because like everybody has a lead part, but it does all feel pretty cohesive. You know, it doesn't just feel like everyone's just throwing out basically music salad, you know, at this point, where it's like, you know, a bunch of lead parts that don't mesh. But this, I feel like, is a bunch of lead parts that do mesh. You know, I feel like everything just kind of works. Obviously, that's my opinion. You know, some people agree, some people won't. But one of the things I want to talk about before I get too much further into this is I saw Ne Obliviscaris actually wrote a little something about like the meaning behind this track and Misericorde in general. And it's talking about how the song delves into the subject of dealing with terminal illness. It's about your body betraying you, the inner battle, both physical and mental, and the range of emotions that come with it, which eventually becomes apparent to others as your health deteriorates, letting your armor fall away. And that brings me back to what I said in the beginning of this video, because I was looking up the definition of Misericorde, and I'll actually look at it right now, because I believe there's a few different definitions. But one of them is one that probably isn't related, but it's talking about a small projection on the bottom of a hinged church seat that gives support to a standing worshiper when the seat is turned up. Whatever that means. I looked up a picture, and it's just like a little almost like an ornament on a church seat. I don't think that's what they were talking about. But there's also Misericorde, as in, I believe, is an actual blade. And I do believe this was used in the Middle Ages. I don't think this is just like a Dark Souls or Elden Ring thing. I do believe this is a real weapon. And one of the things I read about it is that this blade was known for having such a thin blade that it could go through the gaps of armor, like back in the Middle Ages. And that made me think about how they were talking about your armor falling away and terminal illness. I wonder if Misericorde is maybe kind of in a metaphorical sense. Misericorde is the terminal illness, like, you know, is poked through deep inside of you, like through your armor, and now it's just kind of tearing you apart, essentially. I could be looking into this way too much, but I feel like a band like Ne Obliviscaris, you almost have to kind of go into the philosophical side, excuse me, and really just kind of delve into it. You know, let your brainstorm. You know, like let things just kind of pop into your head. Like, what does it make you feel, and then, you know, looking further into it. But yeah, very interesting concept for a track. I'm really excited to hear the second part to it. But what'd you guys think about this track? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Leave a comment down below. If you have any recommendations, leave that down below as well. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, you guys take it easy.